Hello, and today we're going to be putting together this Lego Piranha Plant. This is set number, around here. I can't get that yet, but we'll just look at some of the features of the box as it's coming around. And let's see all this. My son really wanted this set, and so he decided to get it, but it's 18 plus, so I'm going to put it together and then probably put it in his room. But yeah, here's the set number, 71426, 540 pieces. And like I said, it's an 18 plus set. He just loves Mario and stuff like that. So he really wanted this kind of thing for a part of his space. So we're going to put it together today. All right, we switched to the overhead cam just long enough to open the box, first bag, and sort it on camera. And we'll do that pretty quickly with this, speeding it up. And then after that, we'll move back to the front cam for the first bag assembly. Just open. And here's what's in the box. We got, bag 1 right there. Bag 2 like this. Bag 3, 4 is a tiny bag right there, and then bag 5 and 6. So 6 bags total. Like I said, we're going to start with bag 1. We'll do a quick overview of what the instructions look like. Let's see what each bag builds. There's what bag 1 builds, that part. Then we just keep going up. Sorry, it's 1 and 2 there, 3 and 4 there, 5 and 6 here, and that makes the whole plant. First glance, the instructions look really good, so hopefully it'll stay that way. But it looks like they're really easy to follow, and all the modern Lego sets I've done have been like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started on bag 1, and I know that it may take you a lot longer than me to find the pieces. I'm finding them, and I haven't got them ready ahead of time. I'm finding them with you, so I may do it a lot slower than you, a lot faster than you. If it's that I'm faster than you at finding the pieces that you need, this one I did have ready to go. If I'm faster than you, then just pause it when you see me pull out the pieces, and you could find them and then catch up if you're following along here. So I've got this green piece here, and then we got a black piece that's going to snap into it. So let's go ahead and do that. Just like that. So see? All right, and then we're going to get a light brown piece that has the little stud sticking out of the front here, and it's 4 long, and then a blue piece that's a 1x4 like that, but it's flat, and the brown piece is going to go on top of the blue piece. There we go. And then that's all going to sit at the very front of this green thing where the hinge is. So you see that's hanging down, and this piece is going to go right there on top of it. All right, so now we're going to get something we're going to do twice. So let's get the pieces out. Looks like it's a dark green piece like that first, or that's one of the pieces. And then we have 2 black little flat circular pieces like that. So you'll need to get 2 of those. And then 2 little yellow dots. We're on step 3 now, if you're following along the instructions too. So the little dots are going to go at the very right side. Probably doesn't matter as long as you put it right in a second, but I'm going to put them on the right side here. And then they're going to go all the way against the edge on this side where that yellow lines up with the light brown. We'll do that on both sides. And then the black pieces fill in this extra little bit here. And if it looks like, so that's going to keep it from, I don't know if I'm supposed to stick it. I'm going to, because it looks like that is what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get it where it doesn't swivel up and down anymore. And if that's wrong, we can fix that later. That's an easy fix. All right. So now we're going to get a dark gray piece like that. Looks kind of like a little, like it's some sort of a tent or something. And then 4 of the yellow dots. So I'll pull out one. I'm pulling out the rest of them now, but there's one of them. 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. All right. You're going to stack these each together. Each of the two dots at a time. Go on one on top of the other. And those are going to go on this part right there. I'll show you. Just like that. And the other side we're going to do the exact same thing. So it looks like that when you're done with that part. And then this one's going to go on these 2 in the middle, and it looks like it's going to hold. Actually, wait. No, it's going to go just on the black, my bad. So it's going to go on the edge of the black right here. And so when you're done, you should see the 2 greens still and then the black. And you could easily push that up. I don't know if it's supposed to be locked in place or not, but for now I have it locked. All right. Now we're going to get 4 of these. It's like the 2x4 in the front, and then it has that little piece right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We have 2 white 1x2s, but they're the ones with the curves. See that? So 2 of those. And then 2 gray pieces with the little stud sticking out in the front too. So the little gray pieces like that. All right, let's put those on. So I'm going to put on this gray one first. Right there. This one too. So when you're done with that, you're covering up the rest of the black. These are pointing out that way, and you can see it's flat here because I got to put these on in that spot. So I'm going to go to the first two, and put this one. These white pieces go between the 2. So I'm going to put the white piece there, and then one other one here, and it's going to go over the green and the yellow, I believe. Actually, wait. Let me go back. Sorry about that. Every now and then this happens. I'll look at something just a little wrong. So let's take this apart. We're going to reference the yellow piece. Sorry if this is confusing. So I took that off, and looking at the yellow piece, the green needs to go beside that. So that's what I did. And then I think my mistake was putting on those gray pieces first. And then I got the white piece there. And then it looks like I do cover up this yellow piece. So it's just like that. Sorry about the confusion. I'll try to edit in a message saying that I messed that up. Same thing on this side. On this end, closest to the gray, you cover up the yellow piece. And that means is you're going to have nothing over the yellow piece on the other side. So just like that. Okay. All right, we're going to get out 6 of these. So I'm looking for 6 of those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Dropped one. All right, 6 of those. And then we're going to get out 2 of the little yellow dots. Two of those. All right. So okay, I don't know. Apparently, I can't follow instructions today because it's just two of these. For some reason, I swear I saw the number 6. So we're gonna need these other ones soon, so I'm sure. So I'm just gonna move the other ones to the side, and I'm just gonna use the 2 that I got out. So sorry about that. I promise I'm not gonna confuse you the whole time. So I'm gonna put that on the very end so that it's covering up that piece of gray. And this one's going to go on the other side right there. So they're the same position on each side. And then the two yellow dot pieces are going to go over the other piece of gray on each side. So far this doesn't seem too bad. We'll see how it develops, but it says 18 plus, but I could see, honestly, my son might have been able to put it together. It's really not too bad. All right. Maybe with some help he could have done it. But we just did a set together yesterday. We did a Minecraft set, and that was a lot of fun. All right. So I got these 1x2 flat gray pieces, and they're going to go over that green and yellow there. And the green and yellow on the other side as well. I'm just going to sit that there. You can kind of see what that looks like as we continue working on on the next part. All right, so I need a green 1x2 piece like that, and then there's a dark gray one as well. And we're going to put the dark gray under the green. Now we're reaching for a lot of these have come from the smaller bag, but this is a little light gray piece, looks like that. And those are going to go over the green so that the hole lines up. You can see all the way through it there. And then we're going to get a blue piece. One of the ones with the holes in it. So actually we're going to get both of those. So they look like that. So two of those. And then two of the little yellow rods. So I'll pull out what I'm looking for, but two of those. So, okay. Alright, so it looks like the two little yellow pieces are going to go inside the blue hole, the hole in the blue pieces. Like that. And then those are going to go on into the holes here. So I'm going to put one in that hole, one over here in the other hole. Eventually. We're going to get a blue 2x3 flat piece. Looks like that. And if you're younger watching this, if you're just trying to put together a set and it's a little tougher for you, when I say 2x3, what I mean is this, and you may realize it, but here we go, just in case. 2x3 means one side is 2 long, one side is 3 long. Just in case that was confusing to you. All right. We're on step 12 if you're also following along in the directions. Step 12. All right, I'm going to get a very small, not the smallest possible, but a small flat green piece. And then a light gray piece with the little studs in front, like that. All right. Now for this green is going to snap into that part on the front. So the weird looking holes, not the normal studs. And then this is going to go right up against the blue here. So it looks like that when you're done. Now we're going to get a long, let me see, long flat green piece. I found it. I could get it out. Looks like that one right there. And that's going to go over this. It's going to be, so the side with the blue right here, you're going to put it even with that side, that. And then it's going to hang off the other side where there's a little green already. So it looks like that when you're done with that part. We're going to get this little tan colored piece with the rounded part on the back. And flip this over. And that's going to join both of these together. There we go. And all of this is going to go onto this that we've already built. Let me see how to do that. We're going to flip it to this side. And the blue is going to go onto the very ends of the two green pieces here. and then it just hangs down and kind of fills up that gap right there. All right, now we're going to get a flat 1x4 blue piece and 2 more of these green ones that I pulled out too many of earlier. We're going to go to the other side, and the blue is going to go over this tan color, or this light brown or something like that, and then we're going to put the greens on the yellow. Now we're going to get a, looks like a 1x6 light green piece that's flat, so it looks like that. And that's going to go over this whole thing here, the blue and the green that we just put down. We're going to get 2 of these dark gray pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 1x8s and they're taller. And we're going to turn this a little bit. So it looks like these pieces are going to go over the white and just connect the 2 greens. So when you're done, it's going to be something like this. And this. We got this tan, this 1x4 with the stud sticking out. We're going to get 2 flat green pieces like that, the small ones. 2 of those. This is going to go above the one that looks like it in that gap right there. And then we're going to flip to the other side, and we're going to cover up the dark gray and blue with this green. There we go. We're going to get a light green 1x6. Or sorry, not light green, it's just green. I don't know why I said light green. All right. And then 3 of these light gray pieces that I've been using. The light gray pieces are going to go on the green piece, just covering it up completely from the top view. See that? And this whole thing is going to go over this side, where we have this. I'm going to go over that, just like that. And then we're going to get 4 blue pieces. So 4 of those little blue corner pieces, and they're bigger. And 4 of these pieces. 4 of those. They're like a cylinder, sort of. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so the first one's going to go right up against this, right there. We're going to put one on both sides in that same spot. So one there, and one there. And then this piece is going to go so that this side hangs off into the build. So like that. And then the other one's going to go right up against it. That. Then we're going to finish it off by putting a yellow piece right there on the other side. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And there we go. I'm going to get some dark gray 1x2s, the flat ones. So look like that. We need 4 of those total. 1, 2, 3. And here's the 4th one. I actually couldn't find the 4th one, so I'll probably find it at the end. That's usually what happens, but I did have to go to my loose Lego box and get this 4th piece for my build here. All right, we're going to put this over the yellow and the blue. If that happens to you, you can actually go on Lego's website, and they'll send you new ones for free. It just takes forever. You just have to enter the set number and the loose part thing, and if you tell them that it's from a set and you couldn't find it in the set, that it might have been missing, they'll just send you another one. Alright, so we're going to get 2 of these. I'm not going to do that because I had the piece anyways. 2 of those black pieces like that. and then 2 more of the green pieces that kind of cover up parts of it. So like those pieces there. All right, so the green pieces are going to go over the gray that we just did from the looks of it. So I'm going to put them over that, so when I'm done I can still clearly see the blue and that gray is covered. Good. I said 2, it's actually 4. I've had a hard time sleeping, so it's like, that's 5:16 now. I got up a little after 4 o'clock though, so it's early. So please forgive me for not being able to count. Alright, so I'm going to do that same thing on this side. Just like that. And then the 2 black are going to go right here over this tan. And they're going to go against the gray and the tan pieces right there. And right here. Alright. Now we got these 2 tan pieces. Look like this. They're going to go over the blue that's sticking out. So that blue right there on each side. That. And then we need 4 more of these. So I got 2 already from when I messed up earlier. And I'm going to have 2 more. So that's 4 of those. 2 of the 1x4 thicker black pieces. And then 8 of the little yellow dots that we've been using quite a bit. 1, 2, okay, that should be 8 of those. All right. So for these, I'm going to stack 2 of them together and put them on top of the green. So that looks like that. I'm going to do that 3 more times. Right. And then they're going to go in the 4 corners of this. So let's get these on first so that you have the 4 corners easily identified. This is going to join, going to go over the top of the 2 black pieces here. And then that's going to do is leave this spot for this and this. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to put this black piece here over this gray piece and then put these on each side. All right. I'm going to get 2 of those. And then we're going to get 8 of these. We need 8 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice the 8 with a little place to insert something on the front, kind of like a little plus sign. I'll just call it a plus sign on the front. And then 4 of those. So there's 2 of them. 3. Sorry if you heard that. My cat or dog is busy. All right. So these yellow rods here are going to go through this part. There's a couple places you could put them through, but this is the part where they go through. You got 1 on that side and 1 on the other side. I'm going to do that to both of them because we're doing the same thing twice. All right, and then we're going to take these with the stud part facing upward, that kind of the U facing upward, and we're going to put it over that. We're going to cover it with 2 so that it completely covers up that yellow. And then we're going to do that on the other side as well. 1, 2. And we're going to get the other one and do the same thing. Put all 4 on it, just the same way. 2, 3, 4. This is going to go between the 2 higher green parts right there. And you have that little indentation for this part of the bite piece. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right. All right, we're going to get 4 of the big corner pieces. They're black. So there's what one of them looks like. It's got the 1 and then 2 going off on each side. We need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just looked down and I found, I guess I just moved stuff around, but I found that dark gray piece that I had to go get. So just so you know, I did find it eventually. I just had to move a few things out of the way first. All right. So these are going to go around the whole perimeter except for obviously that part because they couldn't go around that part. So I'm going to put 1 here. And then 1 over here. And if you're young watching this, perimeter is the distance around a polygon. This is not a polygon, but the top is. The top's like a rectangle, right? So perimeter is the distance around it. Sorry, I know you didn't want a math lesson in your Lego video, but there you go. Kind of like a fence. I'm going to get 2 of those. A fence surrounds the perimeter of a yard. If you looked at the yard as a rectangle. So 2 of those. And then 4 of the smaller ones that look the same. They're smooth on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's see if we can figure out where to put these. So the small ones go over the bite part here on each side of this little U thing. And I'll put 2 over here as well. And the big ones are going to go on the other side of the. So between these 2. And doing the same thing on the other side. And I know what you're saying now about perimeter. You're saying, oh, I already knew that. Perimeter's easy. And if you do, well done. I teach 6th grade math, and we used to do, you can see what pieces I'm getting out, hopefully. We used to do perimeter, but they moved it. I think they moved it down, and at least in the state where I teach. I think they moved it down to an elementary school grade. They've always done it there, but I think they just assume they know it when they get to us. Oh, I need 2 of these. And then 2 of the 1x4s. And I will say here, if you've made it this far, it's probably because you're actually building the set with me. Or you're really, really interested in watching me build the set. So if you are doing that, if you could like the video and consider subscribing, it would help me a lot. You never even have to watch another video if you don't want to, but just doing that helps. So those 2 go here, like that, and then we're going to put, I was supposed to do this first, but that's okay. I got myself distracted. I'm going to put this little bite piece into those, and then these little rounded pieces go into that, like that. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I think they had you doing this part and then putting it on the bite, but it didn't make a difference. Right now we're going to take these pieces and just fill up the base that we have, and then we're going to cover all that with the other little square piece. And yep, just like I was thinking, we're going to put this into here so that it clicks into those. And you should hear a little click when you do it. All right, now we're going to get 4 2x2 flat green pieces. So that's what they look like. So we need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. put one on top of the other and do the same thing with the other two. All right. And they're going to go right here between the two green pieces. Like there, and then on this one too. Okay, now we're going to get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 by 10 green piece. 3 of these little flat green pieces. 1, 2, 3. 2 of the smaller green pieces that are tall and have that stud on the front. So 1, 2 of those. 2 more of these that we've used so many of already. And then 1 of those. Here's this piece a little closer. Just like that. All right. Let's set that to the side just for a second. We're going to take one of these and put the smaller green piece on top of it. Then we're going to take the other one and put it in that little gap that we just formed. And then we got these green pieces here that are going to go on top of that. And both of them, the little stud in front needs to face the same direction in both of them. There we go. And then we're going to put this on this side and this green piece on the other side. We're going to put all of this on top of the black piece. And then we're going to cover that up with the green. It's going to be even with the top. And then obviously it's going to go way down below that. And this whole thing is going to go over these 2 green pieces that we just had. And it does look like it is even with the bottom when you're done. So when I click this in place, it's going to be even with that. And as I expected, we're going to go to the other side, and it looks like we're going to do exactly what we just did on the other side. So we're going to get 4 of the 2 by 2 squares. We're almost done with bag 1. So 4 of those. We're going to stack them two together. And then put them here. And down here. And then we're going to build that exact same thing that we just built. So I'm going to get one of the bite pieces, one of the 2 by, I think it was 10, something like that. 2 of these. 1, 2, 3 of these. The last 2 of those. That's it. And we're just going to go through this, like I said, the same thing we just did before. So I got those there. We're going to put these 2 on top. That goes there. This goes here. And this whole thing is going to go there, so that again it's even with the bottom. It looks just like that. All right, 4 of those. And those are going to go, see these, the green that we have sticking out here? So we're going to use those for these. So I'll do the bottom one first. Seems easier. And then there's going to be one right on top. And we're going to the other side and do the same thing. Then we're going to get one, I think it's a 2 by 10 again. I didn't count it though, it just looks 2 by 10. But it's the long one, you don't have any left. And that's going to go, let's see, on this side that doesn't have anything yet. We're going to put it right in the middle. I'm going to flip to the other side where we had this thing. And we're going to get the last pieces, other than a couple of small yellow pieces. So we got that. This is going to go on top of what we already had. And these two are going to go on each side. There we go. And that is all of bag one. Here's what the build looks like after we finish bag one. I'll just let it spin all the way around from this angle. If you're not interested in seeing this, but you can just not watch the end of the video. But just in case you want to double check, this is what that inside area looks like. And then there's the bottom. And that's all of bag one.